Hello, I am Tamima and welcome to Real Talk. Today we continue our special whereby I'm reflecting on some of our most memorable shows from 2019. Today we will be specifically highlighting shows where we've talked about different medical issues, and one particular show that struck me was where we highlighted people who were born different. So my guests came through on the show and they were able to share with us the conditions that they were born with, how it affected them growing up, and of course the quality of their life today. Take a look.
Most people don't even like shaking our hands, especially the ladies who have, or the men who have vitiligo in their hands that are purely white. Most of them are afraid of greeting them because they think they're going to get vitiligo. And it's also an autoimmune disease. It cannot be transmitted through handshake, through eating from the same plate or anything,
For me, it's not inherited. Neither my dad, my mom, my family, my relatives, neither one of them is short. So growing up was a little bit different for me and fairly challenging, because I remember when myself I recognized that I'm short, I'm different from the rest. I was crying. I used to cry every time. I used to ask my mother, why me? I wouldn't go to school. So my mom was always pushing me to go to school, because when I go to school, other children will look at me, they'll laugh at me. The community is not accepting you who you are. So it was totally different and it wasn't easy for me. You know, you are in a family, the family accepted me, but the community, it wasn't good.
They thought that you were abnormal.
Yeah.
The doctors did not detect anything at that point.
No.
And now it's at the point of after now you had given birth.
Yes.
So literally you're a new mom, you're dealing with having a baby, and then you have the extra stress of being told that your daughter needs to undergo further tests, and finally you're told Turner syndrome.
Yes.
Had you heard of Turner syndrome before that point?
I've never heard of Turner syndrome, and no one in my family or my friends have ever heard of Turner syndrome. So for us, it was a bit of a shock. Okay, when the shock came immediately after birth, because what they said is, your baby has low ear sets, your baby has a short neck.
So when you say low ear sets, does that affect her hearing?
Yeah.
Or it's just a physical...
First, it's just a physical feature, but hearing, what do I call them? Hearing issues is also associated with Turner syndrome. That one I came to learn later. So she had a low ear set, she had a a short neck, a spaced out nipples, she had puffy hands, a single creased out palm crease. Those are some of the things they looked at so that they could say your child has a congenital anomaly.
So it confirmed their diagnosis.
Yeah.
Right. So that was Julie who shared with us her struggle living with vitiligo. And of course, she's part of a wonderful foundation that is trying to raise awareness on this particular condition. And also I had a parent who shared with us the struggle that it is to raise a child who is living with Turner syndrome. And I also had Meshach, who was born blind, on the show, and his story was very inspiring. Take a look.
Then we walked up to Adams, and he left me in the arcade itself, in the veranda of the arcade. And then he told me, okay, take out that sugar dish. And then with these, you're going to say, Saidia Masikini. Then I said, huh? Is this what I'm going to do? Then I said, okay, I won't do it your way. I will do it my way, not your way.
So you resigned to the fate that he had dealt you, but now you took ownership and said you'll do it your way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I started there, and on Sunday again he took me to Adams, and then on Monday, 5th of October, is when he brought me to town, because he wanted me to go and check on his number of construction number at the Kenya Building Construction Central Engineers and Allied,
right,
in Fangano Street. And I went and did for him that service. And then I started from there, standing outside in Fangano Street.
Okay, and the thing about anyone who lives in Nairobi, as you are literally just going about your business in town, Meshach is someone who you could actually chance upon, because he is located right there next to Kencom. So when you do see him, please say hi, and of course lend whatever assistance that you can to him, because that's what he uses to support his family.